for the purpose of this conversation, and just so we can share what you're doing, because you're just amazing at what you do. Who are you really helping, and what do they experience after you helping them just fix this problem?
So who am I working with? So I initially started with podcasters, and then I was like, wait, content creators. And then this was all a collaboration. We talked and figured out, okay, who would this be? And I started thinking about myself. I'm like, well, I'm a podcaster and I'm creating content. I'm a content creator. And eventually I want to be a speaker. And now with COVID, whoever's a speaker, everybody's speaking virtually. So somebody brought up to my attention, she's like, she's coaching speakers and how they should be on Zoom, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, that's another great target audience, especially for this time when everybody needs to be a speaker virtually. So these are the people that I'm working with, speakers, content creators, podcasters, because this is my presence now. Like I can't go out, I can go out to stages. I mean, they have those, but every time that I'm available, to talk and help somebody, this is a space that I'm creating my content. This is a space that I'm teaching them what I know. And so I've been also working with loan officers because, especially this one, he's been into video. And so I'm helping them. I did a Zoom call with him, analyze his room situation. Where does he have the walls? Where does he have the windows? One wall was completely filled with mirrors, and I was like, "Is that a closet?" And he's like, "No, it's just a wall with mirrors." I'm like, "Dude, that is your back. That is not your backdrop. That's where you should set up your table." So then, opposite to it, that's where you can set up the shelves. You don't want to block the mirror, but then you don't want to put bookshelves at it either. And then he's got this huge, huge, amazing patio door with the balcony and the view to the ocean. And I'm like,
Wow.
dude, that could be another second angle for you that you can, showcase. So
Really?
I helped him analyze that, tell him what gear he needed, tell him where the lighting needs to go. Because again, you want to spend, it's almost like, you spend the time to decorate your space. You put everything that you want in there. And then now you're ready to go. You don't need to worry about setting it up. And he wants to set up 3 different studios. Like I have these 3 different spaces. I want to have a green screen here. I want to have this room over here. So I can do all these things. I'm like, sure, you can absolutely do that. But let's start with one. You could figure out all the things that you need to put in there.
Yeah.
Then you can just replicate.
One of the cool things I think that you're giving people is time.
Yes.
Because for me, just the studio I have here, which is just 3 microphones and 2 cameras, super simple.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 lights, and then an enormous amount of acoustic foam.
Yeah.
That's no way around it. I have 100 hours in this thing. And most of that, honestly, is watching YouTube videos
Mm-hmm.
and reading Amazon reviews about
Yeah.
stuff. And that 100 hours, for anybody who's in the business of prospecting, closing deals, bringing in clients of any type, that 100 hours is worth so much money. And
Oh
I
yeah.
should have been spending my 100 hours on prospecting and closing deals, not on reading Amazon reviews. When you could just tell me,
Yeah.
hey, walk around your room with your phone, show me what's going on Zoom. Okay, I got it. Here's what you need. Here's the equipment. Let's build a shopping list and get it done.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And that's what I did, right? So I spent a few months in my studio, and I was just reminded by Facebook about a video that I had posted. It was a live video, and I was just editing my podcast, and I could see the yellow walls that I was talking about in my backdrop. It's like, yep, I remember that. I have a nice poster, but again, I had, it was not the best of quality, but it was something that I was just creating content. But now I'm even more confident. Like it gave me confidence for some reason, just looking at myself on video, and then other people keep telling you, like, dude, anytime we see you, it's just bombastic. So having a good studio is not only saving you time, but it's also positive feedback from other people that, dude, you look good. And then when they see that, they'll be like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. He
Definitely.
looks professional,
Hmm.
right? He's gone through the journey, he's done the work. So I'm going to pay more attention.
Yeah. Man, the way you use camera angles, the way you teach people to use camera angles, the stuff that shows up on your screen when you're making
Yeah.
transitions, like all of that, I know it's doable. It's just so complicated for most of us, and you crush it. So anybody who gets, I mean, anybody gets 15 minutes with you on a call just learns so much. So thanks for,
Yeah.
truly, thanks for supporting so many people like me.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I just love helping people. And what's beautiful is that for the longest time, I didn't even think that this was a solution that I could offer somebody, right? I didn't even think this was a solution. This was just a way for me to solve my own problem. And the funniest thing, even Steve Jobs mentioned it. Just do what you're passionate about, solve your own problem, and people will see what they're missing.
It's really true. It's so
Right?
simple. Yeah.
So simple.
It's like, I want to get in shape, so I want to buy a bike and start riding all the time. But we spend so long just figuring out, no, I got to get a bike. Which one? And you make the, I want to be in front of the camera and connect to my people and close more deals. But
Yeah,
oh crap, I forgot about the camera and the lights part.
exactly.
It just happens.
Exactly.
So how can people reach out and actually make a connection to you that would actually work, so you can just at least get on a few minute call and help them just get to the next
Sure.
step?
So like I mentioned earlier, I am a podcast host of Hacks and Hobbies. You can jump on there. There's a booking link. You can go to booking and choose home studio consultation,
Cool.
and boom, you'll be connecting with me. Put a time in my calendar, find a time that works for you, and we can get on the call and figure out what we can do for you.
And the name of the podcast again? What's the domain?
Hacksandhobbies.com/booking. So that's
Perfect.
Hacks and Hobbies. Yep.
That's awesome. All right, man. I'm. We've gotten to know each other in a mastermind for a few months, and dude, everybody in every call, as you know, is like, "Oh my gosh, Junaid, this week, oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you just did." And we're not even in your mastermind. We're in my mastermind, and they're all like talking about your stuff, not my stuff. Like, come on, guys, you just take over the show every time, and anybody can do it because you just done an
That's
amazing
right.
job. So thanks.
Anybody can do it.